What bloody man is that? He can report of the revolt, the new estate.
This is the sergeant who, like a good and hardy soldier, fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonald from the Western Isles is supplied, but all's too weak, for brave Macbeth unseamed him from the nave to the chaps and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Valiant cousin, worthy gentlemen!
But I am faint, and my gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go get him, surgeons. Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
God save the king.
Whence comest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners flout the sky, Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bologna's bridegroom confronted him, point against point, arm against arm. To conclude, the victory fell on us!
Yeah! Great happiness. No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go pronounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister? Killing swine.
Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched. Give me, quoth I, a right thee which the rump-fed Runyon cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master the tiger, but in a sea thou thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do. I'll give thee a win. Thou art kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other. I will drain him dry as hay, sleep shall neither night nor day. Hang upon his penthouse lid, he shall of a man forbid. Weary nights 9 times 9, shall he dwindle, peak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest-tossed. Look what I have, show me, show me. Here I have a pilot's thumb, wrecked as homeward he did come.
A drum, Macbeth doth come.
The weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace! The charms wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these so withered and so wild in their attire? Thou look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it.
Speak if you can, what are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glums!
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor!
All hail Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter. Good sir, why do you seem to fear things that do sound most fair? My noble partner, you greet of great presence and of great having, of noble hope. If ye seemed rapt withal, if you can look unto the seeds of time and say which grain shall grow and which shall not, speak then to me. Hail!
Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo!
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail!
Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospects of belief. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you!
The earth hath bubbles, as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted away as breath into wind. Would they had stayed.
Are such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor, whence it not so?
To the self-same tune and words. Who there?
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success. We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, and for an earnest of a greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. But treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children to be kings when those who gave me Thane of Cawdor promised no less to them?
That trusted home might yet enkindle you unto thy crown, but 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us, the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles, to betrays. In deep consequence, cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of imperial theme. Cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that horrid suggestion whose image does unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
If chance should have me king, why, chance may crown me without my stir. Come what come may, time and hour run through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor, my dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Let us toward the king, thinking upon what hath chanced in time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends!
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back, but I have spoke with one who saw him die, who did report. He confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like believing it.
There is no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. More is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe, in doing it pays itself.
Welcome hither. I've begun to plant thee and will labor to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, thou hast no less deserved, nor less be known, no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There if I grow, the harvest is your own.
Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest know, we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland, from hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the sound of your approach to my wife. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must fall down, or else o'erleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let light not see my black and deep desires. The eye does wink at the hand, yet let that be. The eye does fear when it is done to see.
True worthy Banquo. He is full, so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is meant to be. It peerless kinsman.
They met me in the day of success, And I have learned by the perfectest report, they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me and referred me to the coming on of time, with Hail King that shalt be. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holily, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it! Is not thy master with him?
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who, almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up his message.
Give him tending, he brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thought. Unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sight the substance is, you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dullest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold! Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my Thane, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall, to all our nights and days to come, give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
See, our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometime is our trouble, which still we think as love. Herein I teach you how you should bid God ild us for your pleasures and thank us for your pains.
All our service in every point, twice done and then done double, we're poor and single business to contend against those honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at the heels and had a purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guest tonight. Give me your hand and conduct me to mine host. We love him highly, and shall continue our graces toward him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel of the consequence, and catch with its surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all in the end-all here, but here upon this bank and shoal of time will jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught return to plague the inventor. That this even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I'm his subject and his kinsman, both strong against the deed. Then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides this, Duncan hath been so clear in his great offices, hath been so meek with his faculties, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. That pity shall clothe the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now, what news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire?
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail!
We fail? But screw your courage to the sticking place, and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, his two chamberlains will lie with wine and wassail, so convinced that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great crown?
Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood the sleepy two of his chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
I take this later, sir.
Hold. Take my sword. There is husbandry in heaven. Their candles all lit out. Here, take thee that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon my shoulders, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thought that nature gives way in repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed. He hath been in unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesse to your office. This diamond he greets your wife withal. I dreamt last night of the 3 weird sisters. To you, they have showed some truth.
I think not of them, but yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we should spend some of it upon that business, if you would grant me the time.
At your kindest leisure.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Go, bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she'll ring upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, feeling sensible as to sight? Or art thou but a false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee still, in a form as palpable that which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way that I was going. I see thee yet, and on thy blade in dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. It is nothing, it is but the bloody business which informs me to thus. Now o'er the half-world, nature seems dead. Wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings. Withered murder moves stealthily with his pace toward his design like a ghost. Thou sure and firm-set earth, hear not my steps, for fear thy very stones prate my whereabouts. Whilst I threat, he lives, heat of deed too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
What hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman which gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What? Oh!
Alack, I am afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. Hark! I laid their daggers ready, he could not miss him. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended.
I.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donald Payne.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in sleep, and one cried murder, that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them. But they did say their prayers and address them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and Amen the other. I could not say Amen when they did say, God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not say Amen? I was in most need of blessing, and Amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry throughout all the house, Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more, throughout all the house. Macbeth hath murdered sleep. Sleep, the innocent sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go, get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look once again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose. Give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is't with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are here? They pluck out mine eyes. Will all Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hand? No. No, this my hand will rather the multitudinous seas in Cardinine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark, more knocking. Get on your nightgown, lest occasion call on us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
Oh, to know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Wake, Duncan, with thy knocking! I would thou couldst!
Here's a knocking, indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? In the name of Beelzebub. Here's a farmer who hung himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time, have napkins unknown to you. Here. You'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. Who's there? Faith! He is an equivocator that could swear both scales against either scale, who committed treason of forgate, but could not equivocate to heaven. Come an equivocator. Knock, knock. Who's there? Faith, he is an English tailor. Come hither, for stealing out of a friend chose. Come in, tailor, here. You may roast your goose. Knock, knock. Never at quiet. What are you? But this place is too cold for hell. I'll devil porter it no further. I had thought to let in some of all professions that take the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon! Anon! I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late ere you went to bed that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing to the second cock. And drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things.
And what 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and it unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away from the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mauses him. It sets him on, it takes him off. It persuades him, and it disheartens him. Makes him stand to, and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him in sleep, and gives him the lie. Leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir.
Sly master stirring. Knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, all.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me call timely on him. I have almost slipped the hour.
I'll take you to him. This is the door.
I'll make so bold as to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly where we lay. Our chimneys were blown down. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
What's the matter? Most sacrilegious murder hath broke over the Lord's anointed temple, and stole thence the life of the building.
What's you say, the life?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber, do not bid me speak. See, then speak yourselves. Ring the alarm bell. Awake, awake! Murder and treason, Banquo and Donalbain. Malcolm, awake! Shake off this downy sleep, death's counterfeit, and look on death itself. Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of this house? Speak! Speak!
Gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can say. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Woe, alas! What in our house?
Too cruel anywhere, dear dove, I prithee. Contradict thyself and say it isn't so!
Had I but died an hour before this, I had lived a blessed time. For from this moment, nothing serious is left in mortality. All is but toys. Grace and renown is dead, leaving this mere least, this vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
My royal father's murdered.
By whom?
Those of his chambers that it seemed had done it. Their faces and hands were embadged with blood. So were their daggers which unwiped we found upon their pillows.
Oh, yet, but I do repent of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral, all in a moment? There lie Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. Here, the murderers, steeped in the colors of their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love?
Help me hence! Oh!
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged pretense of treasonous malice I fight.
And so I!
So!
Let us briefly put on our manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which the false man does easy. I'll to England,
To Ireland I. Our separated fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers and men's smiles. The near in blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shot hath not yet lightened, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty of our leave-taking, but swift away.
Threescore and 10, I can remember well, within the volume of which time I have seen hours dreadful and things strange. But this sore night hath trifled former knowings. On Tuesday last a falcon, towering in her pride of place, was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed.
And Duncan's horses turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out as if they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they'd eat each other.
They did so, to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. Here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why, see you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day! What good could they pretend?
They were suborned. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the
Hence
deed.
nature still? Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named, and gone to Scone to be invested.
Where's Duncan's body?
Carried to Colmakill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardian of their bones.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin, I'll to Fife.
Well, I will thither.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu.
Farewell, father.
God go with you.
Thou hast it now. King, Cawdor, Glamis all, has the weird women promised, and I fear thou played most foully for it. Yet it was not said that it should stand in thy posterity, that I myself shall be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast.
Tonight we'll hold a solemn supper, sir. I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to which my ties are indissoluble, forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon.
Aye, my good lord.
We had else desired your good company in today's council, but we'll talk tomorrow. Is it far your ride?
As far, my lord. It will take up the time between this and supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We have else heard that our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not yet confessing of their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, goes flayance with you.
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon us.
Then I wish your horses swift and sure foot, and so I commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time, till 7 at night, to make society the sweeter welcome we will keep to ourselves, alone. Till then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gates.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and banquo stick deep. There's no being but his that I fear. It's under him my genius is rebuked, as it was said was Mark Antony's by Caesar. He chid the weird sisters, whereon they spoke to me, and placed the name of king upon my head. He bade them speak to him, and there they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, a barren scepter in my gripe. No son of mine succeeding. If it be thus, come fate into the list and champion me to the utterance. It's for Banquo's issue I have filed my mind. For them I have murdered the gracious Duncan. I have put rancors in the vessel of my peace, only for them. Gave my eternal jewel to the common enemy of man to make them kings. The seed of Banquo, kings. If it be so, come fate into the list and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Go to the door and stay until we call. Was it yesterday when we last spoke?
It was so pleased, Your Highness.
Then have you considered of my speeches? Know you that it was Banquo in times past who held you so under fortune, when you had thought it was our innocent self?
You made it known to us.
I did so and went further, which is now our second point of meeting. Do you find yourself so predominant in nature that you are so gospeled to pray for this good man and its issues, which hath bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye. In the catalogue ye go for men. As hounds, greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, and curs are clept all by the name of dogs. Now if you will file in the station of manhood, say it, and we will put this business upon your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off and grapples you to the heart and love of us.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless in what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I set my lie on any chance to mend it or be rid on't.
Both of you know Banquo is your enemy.
True, my lord.
And so is he mine. And thence it is to why, to your assistance, I make love, masking this business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Your spirits shine through you. I will advise you where to plant yourselves, for it must be done tonight, and something from the palace. His son, Fleance, whose goes with him, whose absence is no less material to me than that of his father's, must embrace the fate of this dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll come to you anon.
We're resolved, my lord.
Abide within, I'll come to you straight. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it must find heaven, must it find it out tonight?
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king, I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Naught had, all spent, where our desires got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy, than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be her former self, whilst our poor malice remains in danger of her former tooth. Ere let the frame of things disjoint both the worlds to suffer. We will eat our meals in fear, sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams which shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight. You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Know you that Banquo in his Fleance lives?
But in them nature's copies not a turn.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be yokened. There the bat hath flown its cloistered flight, and ere shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaudst the deed. Come, silly night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Thou marvelest at my words, but keep thee still. Things bad begun make themselves strong by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us? Macbeth. He needs not our mistrust, for he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
He is standing with us. He approaches the subject of our watch.
Give us a light there. Ho!
A light! A light! It's he!
Stand to it!
There will be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Oh, treachery! Fly, good flails! Fly, fly! Oh, may have mercy!
There's but one down! The sun has fled! We have lost best half of our affair! Well, let's away and see how much has been done.
You know your own degrees. Sit down at first and last the hearty welcome. Ourselves will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks, they are welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even. Here I shall sit in the midst. Be large and mirth. Anon we will drink a measure, the table round. There's blood on thy face.
His banquos, then.
Better he without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut that I did for him.
Thou art the best of cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art the non-apparel.
Most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect, but now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound by saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Ah, my good lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled will in time nature venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone, we'll hear ourselves again tomorrow.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
Sweet remembrancer. Now, good digestion wait on appetite, and health to both.
May it please your highness, sit.
Here had we our honored countries roofed, were the noble Banquo present, whom I should rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please it your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this? What, my good lord? Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought he will again be well. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
Aye, and a bold one that looks upon that which might appall the devil.
Proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Look there, behold, lo! If charnel houses and our graves much sint which we bury back, then our monument shall be the maws of kites.
What quite unmanned folly?
If I stand here, I saw him!
Fie for shame.
It is said that when the brains are out, the man would die. There would be an end. But now they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crowns. No such thing is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Most worthy friends, do not muse at me. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Drink, then I shall sit. Give me wine. Fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Or he were here. All in him to all, and all we thirst.
Our duties and the pledge.
Avaunt, and quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee, thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Never look at me with such eyes.
Consider this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare, I dare. Approach thou like the rugged bear, the armed rhinoceros, or the tiger. Take any shape but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble. Avaunt, and quit my sight. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence! Why so, being gone, I am a man again. Prithee, sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be? You make me strange, when now you can behold such sights, and keep natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night, go at once.
Good night, and better help attend his majesty.
A kind good night to all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning, which is which?
How sayest thou that Macbeth denies his person to our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
Aye, but I will send. There's not a person in his house that I have kept a servant fed. Tomorrow I will to the weird sisters. But for now I have been to know that by worst means the worst. I have steeped so far in blood that should I return were as tedious as going o'er. Things strange I have at head and hand must be enacted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
We will to sleep. This strange and self-abuse is but the innate fear that wants hard use. We are but yet young indeed.
Bryson wants the hedge pig wine.
Hark your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron goes, in the poisoned entrails throw. Toad, that under cold stone days and nights has 31 cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm's sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witches, mame-ma, and gulf of the ravened salt sea shark. Root of hemlock, digged in the dark, silvered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of a birth-strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make this gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's chaudron for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks!
How now, thou secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
Answer me to what I ask you, however you come to know it.
Speak,
demand.
Will answer. Say if thou should hear from our mouths, or from our masters.
Call him. Let me see him.
Pour in sow's blood that hath eaten her 9 pharaoh. Grease that's sweating from the murderer's gibbet, throw into the flame. Come high or low, thyself in office deftly show.
How now, thou unknown power?
He knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife. Dismiss me, enough.
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution, thanks, but one word more.
He will not be commanded. Here's another more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? Yet I'll make assurance double sure and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies, and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this that rises like the issue of a king, and wears upon its baby brow around the top of sovereignty?
Listen, but speak not to it.
Be lion metal, proud. Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree unfix its earthbound root? Yet my heart throbs to know one thing more. Tell me if your art can tell so much. Will Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse will fall on you. Let me know.
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadow, so depart.
Thou art like the spirit of Banquo down. Thy crown to sear mine eyebrows. Thy hair is but a gold-brown bow like the first. The third is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? A fourth. Start eyes, will this line stretch out the crack of doom? Another yet. A seventh, I'll see no more, but yet an eighth appears, who bears a glass which shows me many more. Horrible sight! Now I know 'tis true, for the blood-boltered Banquo points at them of his and smiles at me. Where are they? Gone, come in without there!
What's your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned be those that trust them. Methought I heard the galloping of horse. Who was it came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macbeth is fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my good lord.
Time thou anticipatest my dread exploits, for now the very first things of my heart shall be the first things of my hand. I will surprise the castle of Macduff, seize upon Fife, give edge of sword to his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace his line. No more boasting like a fool, this deed I'll do before this purpose cool.
What had he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife. To leave his babes. His mansion and his titles. In a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not.
My dearest cause, I pray you school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further. Cruel are the times. I take my leave of you. Shall not be long, but I'll be here again, and things at their worst will cease, or else climb upward to what they were before. My pretty cousin, blessing upon you.
Fathered he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I am so much a fool should I stay longer. It would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sirrah, your father's dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, mother.
What? With worms and flies?
With what I get, I mean, and so do they. My father is not dead for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead.
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why? One that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools, for there are liars and swearers enow to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Poor prattler, how thou talkst.
Bless you, fair dame. Some danger doth approach you nearly. Be not found here hence with your little ones. Heaven preserve you, I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I've done no harm. What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified or such as thou may find him.
He is a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shag-haired villain!
What, you egg? Young fry of treachery.
No! No! Murder!
Seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather grasp the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our downfall and birthdom. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it felt with Scotland.
But I believe I'll wail. This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well, something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry god.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is! A good and virtuous nature may recoil under an imperial charge. But I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose.
I have lost my hopes.
Why, in that rawness, you left your wife and child without leave-taking. I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties.
Bleed, bleed, poor country! Great tyranny, lay thou thy basest sure, for goodness dare not check thee. Lord, I would not be the villain that thou thinkst for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp.
Be not offended. Our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. And here from gracious England have I offered of goodly thousands. But for all of this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, my poor country shall have more vices than it had before.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils than to top Macbeth.
I have none of the king-becoming graces, such as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, and confound all unity on earth.
Oh, Scotland, Scotland!
If such a one be fit to govern, speak! I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not fit to live! Oh, nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see wholesome days again? Thy royal father was a most sainted king. The queen that bore thee died every day she lived. Fare thee well, Lord. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself hath banished me from Scotland. Oh, my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion hath from my soul reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth by many of these trains hath sought to win me into his power. I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak mine own detraction for strangers to my nature. I scarcely have coveted what was mine own, at no time broke my faith, and delight no less in truth than life. My first false speaking was this upon myself. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Old Seaward, with 10,000 warlike men, all ready to point, was setting forth. Now we'll together, and the chance of goodness be our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile. See, who comes here? My ever-gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, betimes remove the means that make us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand Scotland where it did?
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where nothing but who knows nothing is once seen to smile.
That's the newest grief.
When I came hither to transport the tidings, which I have heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good seaward and 10,000 men, an older and better soldier none than Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like.
What concern they? The general cause or some single breast?
The main part pertains to you alone.
If be mine, keep it not from me.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard. Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven. What men give sorrow words? The grief that does not speak whispers to the o'erfraught heart and bids it break.
My children too.
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
and I must be from thence. My wife killed too, I have said.
Be comforted. Let us make medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children! All! Did you say all? Oh, Hellkite, all? What, all my chickens and their dam at one fell swoop?
Dispute it like a man!
I shall do so! But I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember such things were that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee. Not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine fell slaughter upon their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart, enrage it.
I could play the woman with mine eyes and braggart with my tongue. But gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front bring thou this fiend of Scotland, and myself within my sword's length set him. If he should scape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for the shaking, and the powers above put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it last you walked?
Since His Majesty went to the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation of nature, to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. What, at any time, have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You made to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually, 'tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot. Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly. Out, damned spot, out, I say.
1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and afeard. What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known. Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
What a sigh is there! The heart is solely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
This disease is beyond my practice, yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale, I tell you yet again. Banquo's buried, he cannot come out on his grave.
Even so, to bed, there's knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their death pillows will discharge their secret. More needs she the divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she has amated and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle, Seward, and the good Macbeth. Revenge is burning them.
Near Burnham Wood. Shall we will meet them? That way they are coming.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad. Others that lesser hate him do call it valiant fury. But for certain he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now does he feel his secret murder sticking on his hands, now minutely revolts upbraid his faith breach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief.
Well, march we on, to give your obedience where 'tis truly owed. Make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all, till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane, I shall not taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth, for no man that's born of woman shall have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. This mind I sway by, and this heart I bear, shall never sag with doubt, nor shake with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou lily-livered boy. Where goest thou with thy goose look?
There were 10,000.
Geese, villain!
Soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face over red thy fear. What soldiers, Patch? Death of soul, thy cheeks are but counselors to fear. What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence! Satan! I am sick at heart when I bawl, Satan, I say! This push will cheer me ever to seat me now. I have lived long enough, that which should accompany me in old age, as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends I should not look to have, but in their stead, curses, not loud but deep. Honor of breath, words. Satan!
What is your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I will fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me mine armor.
'Tis not
I'll put it on! Send out more horses, stir the country round, hang those that talk of fear. How goes thy patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with the coming fancies that keep her from rest.
Cure her of that! Canst thou but minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory of rooted sorrow. Cleanse from that stuffed bosom, that perilous stuff which would give the faint heart, deny and dare not.
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
I'll none of it! Throw physic to the dogs! Give me mine armor! I shall not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane, away and clear, prophet again should hardly draw me here.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bow and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host, and make discovery air in report of us.
It shall be done.
We learn no other, but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane and will endure our setting down before it.
'Tis his main hope for where advantage is to be given. Both more and less have given him the revolt, and none serve with him, but constrain things whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that will due decision make us know, which we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative their unsure hopes relate, but certain issue strokes must arbitrate towards which advance the war!
Hang our banners on the outward walls, the cry is still they come. Our castle will laugh a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. If they were not forced with those that should be ours, we would have else met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
It is the cry of women, my good lord.
I had almost forgotten the taste of a night shriek. The time has been that my senses would have cooled, but now I have supped full with horrors. Direness familiar to my slaughterous thoughts cannot once start me. What was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. From the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out. Out, brief candle. Life is but a shadow. A poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It's the tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy word quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report which that I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well say, sir.
As I perform my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me plead your wrath with me not so. Within this 3 mile you may see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not what thou dost for me. I pull in resolution, and now begin to doubt the equivocation of the theme that lies like truth. Fear not, Macbeth, till Burnham wood remove to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm, and out! If that which he avouches does appear, there be nor flying hence nor tarrying here. I begin to be weary of the sun, and now wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind, come rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back!
Your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, should with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon us what else remains to do according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten. If we cannot fight,
make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death!
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. Who's he that's not born of woman, Such a one am I to fear or none.
What is your name?
Thou would be afraid to hear it.
No. Well, thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant! With this sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
Thou loosest labor. You were born of woman. Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by he that's of woman born.
That way the noises! Tyrant! Show thy face. If thou should fall by no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghost will haunt me still. Let me find him, fortune, and more I beg not.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Of all men else, I have avoided thee. But get thee back, my soul is too much charged with the blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give out!
Thou loosest labor, as easy mayest thou with the intringent air with thy keen sword impress as make me bleed. Let thy blade fall on vulnerable crests, for I bear a charmed life, one that must not yield to one of woman born.
To spare thy charm, and let the angel that thou hast still served tell thee that Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man, and be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear, to break it to our hope. I'll not fight thee!
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rarer monsters are, painted on a pole, and under it, here you may see the tyrant.
I must not yield, to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham Wood come to Dunsinane, and thou no other, being none of woman born, I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be he that first cries, hold enough! No!
The friends we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day, as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord. has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man, he died.
Then he is dead.
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
He had his hurts before.
Aye, on the front.
Why then God's soldier be he? Had I have as many sons as I had hairs, and I would now wish them to a fair death. And so God be with him. Here comes nearer comfort.
Hail, King! For so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, and in their minds speak the salutations whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not waste a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes, kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. It's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who 'tis thought by self and violent hands took off her life. This and what needful else calls upon us by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone!